Hey guys, Coach Brad here, and a bit of fun today. One of my clients the other day said to me, I got a bit excited about a finer distinction that we had, and I think I had the finer distinction on learning something, and he kind of chuckled at me and said, oh, you love your finer distinctions, don't you? And at the time I said, yeah, they're the greatest, but I get off on finer distinctions, for want of a better term. But I wanted to show you why finer distinctions are so important in your journey as well, about business and about most things in life. So I'm going to take you back to a good old-fashioned, what I call my ski jump curve or your exponential curve, 80-20 curve. There's a whole bunch of things you can do to sort of define it this way. But essentially what the finer distinction does is when you learn something or you put effort into something, really, you don't get much result for a lot of the first part of the curve, so to speak. This even applies to when you're training at the gym. So if you've built up a whole bunch of knowledge, then what happens is when you get down the back end here, so let's say this is where our level of knowledge is here. We've learned all the fundamentals about mastery, about niche, about advertising or something like that. And you've got a good amount of energy. You then get to, and as I've said this in other videos, something called the critical mass. Now, a tiny little learning here that you get might translate to a relatively big increase in what you actually are able to do with that. If we take it right down the back of the curve here though, a tiny little learning down here can be a massive big difference of result. So once you've built up a certain base knowledge that's, fairly comprehensive, this is why I get really excited, because I know these fine distinctions give you more power. If we would apply this to a weightlifting example, now most of you know if these are repetitions down here, those last couple of repetitions are the hardest, but they will generally get you the biggest results. So if this is our first repetition here, then our second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and if you drop off here, let's say you dropped off here and you had 9, 10 to go, you would miss out on this much benefit out of the exercise. And from an exercise perspective, this is the money shot. This is where it really counts. So this principle is not just about business and learning. You can probably apply it to anything in your life. It's my 80-20 curve. So if you've seen my video on the 80-20 curve, this will start to make sense. So anyway, a little fun one today just to help you understand why I get so excited about finer distinctions, particularly once you've done the work. Keep an eye out for them in whatever business you're in. If you're a tradesman, if you're you're a professional in your business, whatever it is, a business owner, look for those finer distinctions because the return that you get for the effort is massive. Thanks for watching. Brad from Action Coach.